To the show. Another week in the books, and we are here to give off some spicy takes. I am here with my guy, the man, the myth, the legend himself, multi-time flag football champion, Daniel. What's going on, man?
Good call.
Week two in the
Hey,
books. You want to get straight into it?
hey, man, let's go get
Oh, random. This is, hold on, because we always got one random thing. So this is super random.
it. So,
I seen a post that was like, uh, it was talking about running backs, and they were like, Arian Foster is not an elite pool. CJ Spiller's not an elite pool of like random NFL players you could think of. And for some reason, I think it was because it's the next slide was like Matt Forte. For some reason, the running back, the player that came to my mind was Cedric Benson.
for a random elite player.
No, just a random player that I remembered from back in the day. Then I was like,
Oh,
damn, wait, wasn't Cedric Benson like good for like 4 years?
yeah, he Cedric Benson. If I'm not mistaken, the Bears, right?
Yeah, the Bears, yeah.
What years are you talking about? I would say he had the Bears. Yeah, so
Yeah, he had
he
three.
had he was he
Yeah,
he was a decent running back for a couple years, like
bro, it
back
really
when running back.
I
But
thought I thought he was
it
like
was
a
a different
backup.
type of plethora of running backs that we back then that we're accustomed to that running backs they look for now. Like back then they were looking for if you could catch out the backfield back then, like these guys can do now, you was like a rare commodity because most of the dudes were thumpers back then,
True,
right?
yeah.
So you had I mean if you want to say how far are we going back to like elite, because what about Willie Parker?
That's
Like,
that's
like
random.
somebody, yeah, said like a random, like Willie Parker used to get down with the Steelers.
Yeah.
Like, and if you could go back at Larry Johnson, like,
And see that
Spencer Ware, well, when the Chiefs was
it's
Spencer
so
Ware had
many.
a good year or two.
Mm-hmm.
Sharkendrick West had a year or two. Like, if you want to go back from random running backs,
But
so
bro,
it's just like,
the random takeaway that I had was I just couldn't remember why I remember Cedric Benson, but he played for the Bengals too. And when he played for the Bengals,
right, yeah, okay. I
he
remember he
had a
played somewhere else.
he had a year where he played 13 games. He had 1,200 yards and like 200 receiving yards. It just don't sound right. Like what the fuck? Like Cedric Benson had like an elite year. Like what's going on? He was averaging 100 yards a game. If he played every game, he would have finished with 1,600 yards that year. That
But
just sounds
but it's crazy
crazy.
because Cedric Benson is one of those dudes that is like tonight, not like a normal football fan. He'll say, "I'm Cedric Benson. I played in the NFL. I had a pretty
That was
good
pretty good.
career."
Yeah,
And
like hold on,
then
wait.
somebody just go home and Google him, and they be like, "Bro, you kind of went
You went
you low
crazy for
key went
like
off
6 years.
sometimes,
Yeah.
like
You were a
it's just like you're
really
a random
good
ass
running
nigga."
back.
Yeah, you just randomly out here and nobody know who you are like that.
Oh, the other reason I thought it was funny, he's dead, by the way, RIP. He died in 2019. I don't know how. I didn't get that deep into it. But a University of Texas alumni. So there you go. Shout out to the Longhorns.
Right.
Just some random shit. Because we always start with fucking college in Texas. You always bring up some Texas shit that's going on. I just thought that was
I
funny.
mean, ain't shit going on with Texas right now, man.
That's
Like
yeah, fair.
somebody, they just keep asking me
You
about Texas.
know,
I be like, man,
basketball season's on the way, and they just kind of go away during
eh,
basketball season most of the time. But I
no, that's
digress.
K. You thinking about KU?
No. I
That's
mean,
who get.
the top
That's
five
who
team
football
for
team get overshadowed by basketball. Like it's just like, as soon as basketball season starts, they be
hell
like,
yeah.
KU football does what? Like,
We don't know. Hey, we're
like we don't
building.
care. Like,
We are building. Uh,
yeah, building
hey,
a middle tier Big 12 team. Got it.
well, I mean, that's every Big 12 team right now. Shit.
Yeah, come to the big dogs nation
Mm.
and do what you do over here.
Hey,
Like, come
are
on, just
we
come
sure?
hook some horns real quick.
Are you sure that your
Come hook
quarterback
some
has
horns real
one
quick.
arm?
You know, hey, I'm just saying, come hook the horns real quick for football. Like,
Because
come on, just
it's
you
a
know
lot
you
of
want to come
this.
over here.
It's a lot of this over there in Texas right now. Ah, Ooh.
Yeah.
A lot of icy hot
It don't
and
it
ice
don't even really
packs.
matter. Hey,
I
get in
know
the
that shit
gym.
sucked, bro. I know that shit sucked. Seeing that shit, him throw
Hey
a
man,
4 yard pass and go, oof. Hey,
that's
it could
your
be
man.
worse. It
Yeah,
could be your your
you
fifth
can
year
have
of
KU
Jalen
quarterback.
Daniels. Well, not just have
You can
his quarterback,
have
have him
you
for
can
the
have KU
seventh
quarterback.
year.
That man grown.
That's what I'm saying.
That
He got a 401k from playing at KU already. All right, week 2 reaction. So I guess I don't know if you want to call it a game, however you want to call it. We have a topic, and it's just who do you believe in more and less after week 2. I figured we could start with either our more teams or our less teams first. But either way, however you want to do it. Do you have a team that you believe in more or less? I can start if you want to.
uh, I mean, I do have both. Like I got one in the NFC and one in the AFC, like just one each. So I mean, the one that I probably believe in more, obviously because I didn't have them in my playoff picture, is probably the Packers easily.
Uh,
Like I mean,
okay,
if
yeah,
you,
that
I
makes
mean, if you
sense.
look, I mean, yeah, because if you see, if I mean, if you listen back to our podcast, I wasn't too high on the Packers to
Yeah,
be
you had
perfectly
them
honest. You know, I'm
missing the
not.
playoffs.
Yeah, but I've never been a Packers guy
Yeah,
like you have and Jayla. I mean, but they defense looks good. I've always said they had a plethora of receivers,
yeah,
so that was never the issue. And they added my boy, hook them horns since we talked about it, my boy Golden, which they still got to get him activated to the thing. Christian Watkins still ain't even played yet, so
yeah.
not
I
only
forgot
so we
about
still
that.
talk about a rookie. Your rookie number one overall pick got to get still used to the offense. You
Yeah.
got Reeves, Dobbs, Wicks. You still got Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Jordan Love is playing like Jordan Love and not having
No
those
goofball shit.
no goofball shit. See, that's all I and then I say that's all I asked for, just not the goofball shit, and I can start doing it. And he's doing it. Michael Parsons, when he started, like that defense is that
Scary.
being able to cover with just rushing fours is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so if I had a team that I was picking high on, it right now it would be the Packers because I mean because I wasn't high on them before. And then if I had to go low, I mean I got a couple from the AFC to be honest.
Well, hold on,
Like
let's stay in the more because I
eh,
have 9 teams for this shit, but we don't have to
say
go
I wouldn't
deep on
just
all
one.
of
I
them.
mean, but if
But the Packers, I don't have to put the Packers in mind because I thought the Packers could
right,
be the best team basically in the league. I have them going to the Super Bowl, so that shows.
right,
But yeah, it's like to me the glaring thing that I didn't expect was the defense being like dominant. Like it's
right,
they are at like a level of flying around that when you watch it, it's different from like every other game when you watch it. You know what I mean? Like, and I think it's just
mhm,
because the linebackers, because they run in a 3-4, and so the linebackers that they have, they're doing a lot with. You know what I mean? And so they're just
right,
constantly everywhere, like everybody's running to the ball every play and trying to take
hmm
somebody's head off every single play. And then the like I don't because Micah's there now. I think what people don't realize is that the secondary is like good. And so that was the thing for me. It was like I knew on the offensive side of the ball they were going to be fine as long as Jordan Love didn't do the goofy. I'm just gonna fucking just do something weird where my
just
knees touch together and I fall down and drop the ball and then try to throw it
and
30
the ball,
yards.
right. And
Like,
then it's a pick six, yeah,
yeah,
some
like
shit like
as
that.
long as you don't do that shit, and he's gonna do it, it's gonna happen. They're gonna lose a couple games from that. I'm certain of it. That exact thing is gonna happen.
Yeah, you just hope that it don't happen in big time situations
Yeah,
and then like playoffs because they probably end up making it. So that you just don't want that shit to happen then.
right. Uh, so yeah, Packers. That's a good one. Teams I believe in more. I'll start on the soft end where I don't really have a lot to say. Saints. I feel I don't. I think they'll. I had them winning like one game. I think they'll win more than one. I think they're gonna win a few games because they're not awful. You know, like they're not good. they're not. I wouldn't even say below average. I would say they're like right there,
But
tipping.
there,
They're tiptoeing into being like below average. You know what I mean? It's like I could see them being like, I could see them winning 6 games. I'm only saying that I believe in them a little more after week 2, because like, okay, you guys aren't just like total dog shit. Because week 1, I'm like, all right, the Cardinals. I might have to move the Cardinals back into the like what the fuck is going on category. But
it's just,
after seeing the Saints hanging there, albeit Mac Jones, but Mac Jones was doing pretty good for the 49ers. Like the Saints put up a pretty decent fight. So I'll throw them in the believe in them more category. Another team I have in believe in more category is the Commanders. With the fact that where I have the Packers in my mind coming into this season, after game 1, what they did to the Lions, they put up a way better fight than the Lions did. You know what I mean?
oh yeah.
And they didn't even play well, really. Like the Commanders didn't have like a good game. Jaden Daniels got dinged up. There was nothing like, they didn't really show anything that they were doing anything great in that game. Like not the running game, the passing game wasn't going, and they only lost by 9 points, 8 points, one score basically. And it was kind of one of those weird things where they came back after they got blown out a little bit, but they showed like, okay, we gonna stand in there and keep fighting. And I was like, okay, you guys aren't doing too terribly. Hold on, the camera fucked up for a second. All right, I was looking at you in the shit recording. I was like, why is this nigga ain't moving? Okay, but yeah. So the Commanders, that's my other one. And then some ones that we can have a little bit more of a conversation about. This is gonna sound weird, but a team I believe in more is the Chiefs. After that game, after that loss.
Oh, we on the AFC side now.
But I mean, I was just saying you could have put any team in these. I'm just wanting to get the believe in more teams out the way, and then we can go to the teams we believe in less after this week. But the Chiefs for me are in that. I believe in them a little more after this week because it's no Rasheed, it's no Worthy. You can't run the ball. You can just barely block just enough to give Pat 2.5 seconds. The defense, the secondary is questionable, you know what I mean, at best. The defensive line can't fucking get a sack. Quarterbacks are back there for 5-6 seconds without any worry of a pressure.
Anybody, right?
Linebackers they're taking bad gaps. I don't know. I didn't really look into the film, whatever, all that shit, but like
somehow they doing something to make something happen.
And
like,
that's my point is like, and somehow they're like keeping these games with good teams close. Like if you believe the Chargers are a good team now and they went up a level, that was still a close game. If you think the Eagles are one of the best teams in the league, that was a close game. But yet somehow people keep saying the Chiefs are a bad team that are gonna miss the playoffs. These are some of the best teams in the league.
And with that, I was just at football on Sunday, and I was like, "Are the Chargers a good team?" And everybody's like, "Yeah." I was like,
"Yep."
So why everybody keep making it seem like we suck when we sucked that game, but they didn't beat us bad. Like y'all hyping them up to be. And the Eagles is the defending Super Bowl champions, and y'all said we was gonna get blown out, and we lost by 3. That's why I said calm down, bro. We lost by a total of 9 points in our first 2 games.
Yeah.
We're not getting blown out. Like somehow we end these games and we're playing horrible. That's why I said that So not to get deep Chiefs Chargers, but
because we can keep going on them later.
It's just weird. The reason why I didn't put them in my more is because I never really lost hope in what I already thought of them because of these first 2 seasons. Because 1, I know how long the season is. 2, I understand football.
Mm-hmm.
3, I understand what I'm watching. So I'm watching the Chiefs play horrible. I'm also watching somehow in my mind, as knowing football, I know they playing horrible.
Yeah,
But sometimes, but the score doesn't reflect it,
at
and
all.
somehow it's like they playing horrible, but they playing good when they need to play good.
Yep.
So, because that's the only way you can keep it close is if you playing good when you need to play good.
Mm-hmm.
So they know when they need to play good. It's just the outside of like
They
just
can't
do it all the
continuously do
time.
it. Yeah.
It's like just do it all the time and stop making this hard for y'all,
Mm-hmm.
both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
So it's just like because we know they can play good when it's time to play good because they ain't being blown out. They had chances to win in both games.
Yeah.
If if
Easy.
if Chris Jones don't make that dumb boneheaded play at the end of the game, we get the ball back with 2 minutes.
Yep.
If Bucker make the kick, it's tied. Let's be
Yep.
honest. Like if Travis Kelsey or Patrick Mahomes, whatever, if they catch that, I think we win because the defense was holding the Eagles at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So to say we a bad team because we lost to two teams that everybody think is good makes no sense to me.
And on top
So
of
that's
that, with the Eagles game, there's two, not the last drive, but the two drives before that. If you stop one tush push, you get the ball back. Two different drives,
right.
like, and so,
Or let's say on that 3rd and 1 when it was clearly a false start, they turned it to 3rd and 6.
yeah.
Now what are you gonna do?
Now you got to really run a real
Now
play.
you got to actually a real play exactly.
But we will get to
So,
that too. We'll get to that. But yeah, so I think, but to me, it's not a case of. It's kind of like what you said. I keep telling everybody I talk to, if they can be 3-4 coming out of the week 7, so that's the Lions game, because
Right.
Giants, Ravens,
Oh, yeah.
Jags, Lions. That's week 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So if you can beat Giants, Jags, Lions, and you lose to the Ravens, Eagles, Chargers, I think you get Rashee Rice back. You get Xavier Worthy at least healthy enough where he can not just be a decoy. He can actually be doing something. Hollywood
Right.
would be a great number 3, but he's kind of
Right.
he's a bad 1. I think if we can get to
But
3 and
'cause
4,
you can't rely on him like that.
no. And I think we'll the reason I say I think they'll be better or I believe in them more is just because I think the team with the receivers back a couple weeks, especially the defense on the back end that we've been talking about. We talked about last week. We talked about it going into week 1, worrying about the secondary and Brian Cook, your issues with Brian Cook, who is the like the second and third corner outside of Trent McDuffie, like and still they're doing good against good teams. So even with that, so like yeah, I believe them a little more just because that game doesn't make sense when you actually go back and look at it. You're like, how they held Jalen Hurts to under 100 yards or 101 yards. You hold Saquon to what do you have? 80 yards, 88 yards.
A lot of carries though.
He had 20. That's what I mean. 22 carries for 88 yards. And like it's just and you just barely lose that game mostly because of a turnover that went 60 yards the other way and set up the end of the game basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so
And shout out to the lineman that chased him down though.
yeah,
too.
that was crazy. The fact that Simmons chased him down was nuts. And so I think if you're the Chiefs, you have a lot of things to feel good about, especially looking up and seeing all your receivers come back. Now we don't need to do it today, but at some point I don't hate doing it, but I think we need to do it again one more time just to show what is Brett Veach doing. Me and you should not be sitting on the couch 2 years straight going, I wonder why we should take a running back. You know what I mean? We should maybe if we take another running back, that would help. Just anybody that's not an undrafted free agent, like anybody that has
or a
actual
7th rounder.
Yeah, a real talent.
I like Rashad Smith, but we don't use him. So,
but he's not real NFL talent.
Yeah, but or you wasted that time and effort when we could have had DeAndre Swift by now, but you just drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah. But that's my thing is like I'm tired of the skill players being the spot where we take flyers on and then we go look for blue chip talent at these weird positions that aren't working. We've taken 7 defensive linemen in the past 3 years. We basically take 2 a year, and not a single one has even shown they can remotely possibly be a starter in the future outside of Karlaftis. I don't know.
Right, but I'm talking about fuck that. But the way we be spending them in first, second rounders, we should have like fuck flyers everywhere. I'm talking
Yeah.
like not flyers like you said, but flyers as in like I'm talking like chips we can move around. They should know like all y'all done came in within 3 years with each other, all first round talent, D linemen, like the way that's what I'm saying. Like
It's not great.
shout out to the city and everything like that. But I don't think the Felix kid was a good
No.
draft pick in the
No.
first round for us. The K State kid, I get it. He's from the city and they wanted to draft him in his town. They did in the first round, but
Oh, you want to know something
we
that will make you feel a lot worse about that pick too? Sam Laporta was 2 picks later. Maybe have your Travis Kelce replacement ready to go, and but no, we have FAU who basically just might as well not be. He's probably not going to be on the team in a year or two. The way everything's
it's
trending right now.
first round draft pick, and it's just like that's what we do. So
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, that's that. But we keep yeah.
All right. The last one I have Buccaneers. If they had an offensive line, I think they'd be putting up 40
I
a
was
game.
I was high on you. Yeah, so you had the people I was high on. And
We're basically flip flopping on some of the teams that we were higher on.
And it's like the Bucks is I had the Bucks win that division.
Yeah, and I had the Falcons. Spoiler, I don't have the Falcons in the believe in them less category, but I do think if the Buccaneers just had the other tackle, they would be really high up there. It's just that defense is gonna be when they play like good teams, that's gonna be a problem. That's the only thing for the Buccaneers. Baker is out there doing. I don't know how. I don't know. He's got the worst case right now, and it's purely offensive line of, hey, snap, I gotta immediately just run to the right and just fucking chuck the. Where's Mike Evans? Run to the right and try to find Mike Evans as fast as I
that's
can.
why I got the Abuka.
Yeah.
Abuka too. Shit.
Just where are they at? Just I need to find the 2 tall guys and just fucking throw the ball as fast as I can to them. Like even though this was a 2019 game, Houston in the first half was moving the ball. Like they moved the ball pretty well in the first half, and then they kind of just went to the same shit they've been doing. But yeah, Bucks. I think if Tristan Wirfs, if he can come back, I don't know how severe the injury is, but if he can come back before the halfway mark, now I started to get worried about my my Falcons pick a little bit more, even though they're Buccaneers are leading the division. So they can be had. Because that first game was a little tiny bit of luck, a little bit, and now the Buccaneers are kind of. Houston shouldn't have been that difficult of a game, okay. Teams you believe in less. Well, since we right here, the Texans. The Texans is on my list.
That was one of mine. Yeah,
it's
that was definitely one of mine.
You can't have end of your rookie season slump, sophomore slump, and now junior year slump. At some point, you are the slump.
Yeah, it's like I don't. I was watching the same thing. I'm like, what is CJ doing? It's just like, has he forgot how to play quarterback since his rookie year? Like, I don't know. You got Nico. It can't be Tank. The funny stat that Nick Wright always pull up is when he tried the big brother Caleb Williams.
Yeah, ever since then he's barely lost or won.
That's a funny one to me, but it's something. But I don't know. I mean, is it the ironic? Everybody say the tape out, and
yeah.
I mean, or is he just not? Or he's just average. It's just like,
I mean, how many times can you send Nico Collins on a deep in route or a deep out? Like, he can't just only run 2 to 3, like a deep in, a deep out, a post. Like, you can't. He's got to run more than. And maybe that's where the Tank Dell thing comes in a little bit too. But I think play calling is number 2. Actually, I think offensive line is number 1.
But
that's the main one.
Well, yeah,
because you can't do
shit. Still spooked from that.
Yeah, he's gonna have PTSD for years if they don't get that offensive line figured out. Like even when you get an offensive line, you have to coach out the hike one, run to the right and find Nico Collins. You got to coach that. Like that has to get out of him first. Like he has to feel comfortable. Kind of like how Pat is going through it, where he's dropping back and he's immediately like, oh shit, like
he running though.
Yeah,
he out of there
because he don't even got a Nico Collins to find or Mike Evans. He's just like, I have to go.
He ain't got nobody. Nobody's open.
None.
He said, I'm gonna get these yards.
Yep. And so I think that's the number one is coaching. Like because every play can't be a 7-step drop into like, you know what I mean, with a 4 route read. You can't do that when you basically don't have an offensive line. If you notice, like, there's almost never in the Texans plays where it's just a quick play. Hike, get it out, go. Let the guys run. You know what I mean? It's the only time they do it is like when they run screens to the running back and how many catches did Chubb have? 3? 2?
Mm-hmm.
Chubb had two receptions for 29 yards. One of them he took for 27, and that was it. So they threw it to him twice. They threw it to the running back twice. And that's my point of like, you ain't doing nothing with the quick game. Do something with the quick game. every yard. Like, think about this. Nico Collins has 3 catches. Hutchinson has 3 catches. Dalton Schultz has 3 catches. Jaden Higgins has 1 catch. They have 50, 29, 29, 28. They longs are 28, 16, 20, 27, and 29. That's all. So they trying to chuck the ball deep every play. Yeah.
It's like everybody, most of everybody yards is just deep passes.
Is 20-yard catches every time, and you're getting 1 or 2 a game. And so that's where I think it's coaching. It's like, hey, we can't just have CJ dropping back 30 times and trying to throw the ball 30 yards every time. How about let's just get a first down? Because I think what they do too is they just like hand it off. Okay, now we got to throw it 20 yards. It's like you don't have an offensive line. And maybe if you had a better offensive line, you had the Ravens line, like what they do. Where it's like, okay, run it. Oops, we only got 3 yards. Hey, Lamar, we're going to run a play. If it don't work, you just scramble and go get 15 yards. But yeah, so I feel a lot like, I feel worse for them. Their defense, though, the defense, I think, is going to save them in a few games. So that's a positive, I guess. The defense is better than I thought it was going to be, and it's actually keeping them. They should be getting blown out. If you look at the offensive production, they should be getting totally blown out. But they're not because the defense is good. Shout out to D'Amico Ryans. Teams you believe in less after week 2. Which one you got?
I'm going. I had a couple. Dolphins for one.
Okay, they couldn't get much.
Listen, what okay. Like? I just don't. I mean, I thought they could at least been like a fringe wild card.
Same. But I didn't expect anything from them though. But they don't look like a fringe wild card. No, they don't.
And so it's just like, yeah, I believe in them less.
Fair.
It's just like I don't. They seem dysfunctional. It seems like the big brother is running the household.
Yeah.
It's not like the head coach seems like the pop saying the household is headed. It seems like McDaniels is the big bro, and all of them are brothers, and it's like all the superstars, and that's the relationship. Tyreek just doing Tyreek.
Tyreek is the big little brother. He's 6'8". You can't really put him in a headlock no more, and he just kind of walking around just like you can't do nothing with me.
And then Waddle's like the quiet middle child that everybody wished that was the older brother.
Yep.
But he just
he's like, I'm just here. I'm just here doing what I'm supposed to do.
And then and then Devon Achane is just the little bro. Everybody, the little bro that's out there, and I'm gonna get mine regardless of everybody else going on.
We just happy you're here. Yeah, he just happy to be there. I'm just hanging out.
But so it's just like a weird dynamic, and it's just like, and then his press conferences be killing me. I'm like, bro, what are you talking? What?
That
This
shit,
dude be going off.
one day closer to death
Bro,
was crazy.
his press conference is the funniest thing to watch
He be
because you
high.
just be like, dude, got to be something.
He
Like
high as
he
fuck,
ain't
bro.
sober.
That's why.
But no, but losing to the Colts was a bad look
Losing to the fucking
to start
Patriots
off
the
the
next
season.
week,
Like
like
bad. Yeah, I mean, we was going there. So, but yeah, so and not too much football talk. It's just more than it's no football talk. They're not playing football. They're
well,
just it's not football.
I think the
So
football talk that has to be had is they can't run the ball or stop the run. The only thing they can do is throw the ball to Tyreek, and that's a bad sign. Because I think the positive stuff they have had the last what 3 years under Mike. Damn, now that I'm looking at it, Mike McDaniel's went 9-8, 11-6, 8-9. So he's not really doing that great, but their success has
no,
been
no.
from starting in the run game first. Mostert and A-Chain that 1 year, it started with the running backs. And then when you have play action to Tyreek, that opens up a whole different world of
Yeah.
stuff when you're like, hey, we're getting 8 yards a clip. We're getting 7 yards a clip in some games. And now we're going play action to Tyreek Hill, who still cared about football at that 2 years ago. Still thought Tua was better than Mahomes, more accurate quarterback. I wonder how he feels about that now. But yeah, A-Chain 11 carries for 30 yards. That you can't have that, and you can't have that and not have a defense to back you up. So now we just throwing it 40 times, and the defense can't get a stop against Drake May
Man,
and
yeah.
Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson, the leading rusher and receiver in this game. Come on, man. We can't stop Ramondre Stevenson. He's not bad, but he shouldn't be having 150 yards on anybody. How long Ramondre Stevenson been in the league? 7 years?
He getting pretty old.
You know what I mean? It's not like this is a guy who's like, oh, whoa, he came out of nowhere. Travion Henderson lit us up for 130 yards. We weren't prepared for that. It's like, nah, this is the same shit. But yeah.
All right, hold on. Before we get to our next team, let me go get some tissue, Paul.
Oh, you good. You good.
Oh, oh.
Damn.
Back like I never left.
All right, bet. Damn. The Dolphins had
All
one
right, what we
rushing first down. By the way, I just was looking at that shit. That just sounds. How you only get one
I want.
first down from running the ball in a full game? But okay. So next team I believe in less. This would be a quick one. The Raiders. I don't think. Okay, this is my.
No, I didn't.
Here's my hot take. I guess. I don't think Ashton Genty is going to be a productive running back in the NFL. I don't think it's going to happen ever. I don't think this. Oh, give him a year. I don't think it's going to happen. Running backs in the NFL typically they either come in and they look okay and then they build up, and that's usually bigger running backs that learn small details over time that build up into a good running back. Small running backs, I don't think there's any evidence out there that a small running back comes into the league with and basically looks like the way he's looking, just no pop, no really, he's not really doing a lot. He has like one good play and then he kind of disappears for the rest of the game.
Because he's a small running back, but he's still kind of viewed as like a thumper.
Yeah, that's tough
So
when you're
he's not
5'7". Because he
Because
doesn't.
he was breaking a lot of tackles at Boise too.
Yeah, and that's where you start thinking about, like, he wasn't doing that in the SEC at 5'8", 200 pounds. You know what I mean?
No,
It's the same thing
he
I
was doing
had.
that in the Mountain West.
Yeah, it's the same problem I had with the Broncos thinking R.J. Harvey was going to be good, but the difference is, like, you're not asking him to
You won't
take.
play in different conferences.
But not just that. I'm in the NFL. Like, the Broncos aren't saying, like, hey, we're going to give you the ball 20 times. He's the change of pace. I'm coming in on third down, running back. Like, that's okay. A small guy can be in that.
Ashton Jeanty is they want him to be the every down. He's drafted to be the every down back.
And I don't see it. The blocking, if you just go on Twitter and look up Ashton Jeanty blocking, that shit was so sad. They was ripping him to shreds. And it just looks sad because he's small. He looks smaller than I think people thought that he was going to look. And then on top of that,
you thought he was gonna look big to a 6'5" nigga running to him.
Yeah, exactly. That's not. I just mean not just blocking. I just mean in general. For me, I don't really see the pop at all.
But the thing about it is, you know who else was small? Maurice Jones-Drew.
True.
He looked small. He didn't play small.
That's true.
Maurice Jones-Drew was a dog. Like Marshawn Lynch was small.
Nah, hell no.
And they played in.
He was 6
foot. Not Marshawn. Not back in that era,
MJD,
was, but they was hitting.
And even
then,
do you think that Ashton Jeanty is going to get 900 yards, 13 touchdowns coming off the bench? Because that's what MJD did year one, rookie year. That's what I mean about small running backs. Running backs come in explosive. Like, if you ain't coming in explosive, like, what are you going to do? You only got about 5 or 6 years being 5'7" and being in the NFL. Like, you ain't finna be here for 20 years like Derrick Henry. So if you come in with no pop.
He's too small to be that. Yeah.
But I see what you're saying, though. It's people that can do it. He's not that, though. I just don't see the explosion. And when you think about it, nothing at Boise State was explosive. It was one cut, truck somebody, truck a corner or a safety on the edge.
Truck that banker and truck that financial guy.
Exactly. I'm trucking a guy that's gonna go own a car wash in 2 years. Yeah, like. But that's what I mean. It's like I don't see that. I don't see the other side of it that you need to be that small. It's the same problem I had with Clyde. You're too small. You don't have no explosion. Either you got to have something. But you can't be a strong, small running back. And that's what worries me about them. And the fact that Geno tricked everybody week one, and in reality, he was just literally throwing 50-50 balls just over and over again, but they were playing the Patriots. So people seen it. But then people were like, whoa, Geno wasn't that good this week. Oh, no, you didn't watch the Patriots game. And if you did watch the Patriots game, you wasn't looking at the Raiders, really, because it's just, if he's not throwing to Brock Bowers, he just throwing that motherfucker in the air. He don't care where the ball's getting placed. He don't care about placement at all. But yeah, I'm worried about. So, do you think Jeanty can bounce back and kind of?
I didn't see him coming in and putting that type of like impact on them this year. So I wasn't too high on the Raiders. Like, I was higher on how the Chargers was going to use Omarion Hampton.
Yeah.
Than how Jeanty was going to do, because I knew Omarion Hampton wasn't going to be the focal point guy because they got Najee Harris. Mm-hmm. So they could work him in and out the lineup, use him differently. And I liked him in North Carolina too. Mm-hmm. So,
funny enough, they're pushing Najee Harris to the back a little bit because he's so good so far.
Right. I mean, and then to be honest, if we on your watch the rookie running back Judkins at Cleveland, like, I like Juck. I was
Yeah,
just like Travion Henderson. You remember I was preaching those Ohio State running backs. I
yeah.
said I want the Chiefs to get one of them. Let's get one of them. Like Juckins, like he didn't have a bad first game. I mean, it was decent. Like he did. He had what 10 carries, 30 yards, and
I mean, this
a
game
catch or something like
against the
that.
Ravens, 10 for 60.
So,
That's not bad.
and then he also got the other rookie running back, Sampson. On is it Sampson from Tennessee? I think so.
Yep, yep.
Uh,
Dylan Sampson. Yep.
so yeah, so they got some, but yeah, Genty not this year, but I don't
Yeah.
think this year.
And I think the trend of being that small and not productive your first year is like it's not a good sign. It's a bad sign. Like we haven't got you
Don't feel too bad. We did the same thing, Las Vegas Raiders. We did the same thing,
the
but
same
not too
thing.
high of a pick though. We
Not
didn't
top
pick the
10.
number 3 guy,
Yeah, like
not
what the
top
fuck?
10. Like we did the last pick in the first round,
Yeah.
but
A little better. Not
we get
much.
your pain.
But it's like, yeah, I feel bad for him because I think a
But
lot of
hopefully he pan out. Hopefully he does decent. Like he just
right now
don't be a buzz.
30
But to
carries,
be a
81
top 10 pick,
yards.
what's not a bust to be a top 10 pick?
A
What does
top
he have to
10
do to be
running
like
back, you have
a
to
top 10
be
running? No, what I'm saying like, what does he have to do to like solidify he's not a bust
this
at
year.
where he was drafted at?
Are we just this
Or
year
I
or
mean,
overall?
within his contract, I guess. Because look at Clyde. Clyde is technically a bust to me.
Yeah, for sure. First round running back, and
Regardless of
you,
the
yeah,
Super Bowls, regardless of the Super Bowls, like he didn't really. So
huh?
I feel like he was a first round bust. So what is technically like he didn't do it, but he was a top 10 pick. So like if we judging him off all top 10 picks that was drafted within the last decade, he he's on his way to be a bust. Like,
Yeah.
if I feel like it was, but uh,
Hold on, I'm looking. I want to see who the last first
because
round picks were in like running back wise.
back in the day, if you was a first round draft pick at a running back,
It was serious.
you had to come in and do some work.
Yeah.
Like
Ugh. So
now it's more.
it's not great. So running backs taken in the last. Hold on, let me do. Hold on.
Yeah, but it's a different era. The era switched sometime within that draft, and
But
you're
I'm
gonna see a
saying
decline in the running backs too.
first round running backs taken in the last 10 years are Rashad Penny, Saquon Barkley, Josh Jacobs, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Travis Etienne, Najee Harris, Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, Omarion Hampton, Ashton Genty. Ashton Genty was sixth. I thought he was like eighth or ninth, but he's sixth. And then if you go a little
Yeah,
further, Leonard Fournette, Christian McCaffrey, Zeke, Todd Gurley, and that's all the way back to
see that's the
2015.
that's the era right
Yeah,
there.
that's where it
It's switched.
stopped. It kind of cut
That's what I'm
off.
saying. It's not, like that's the era before it turned to like that that you want somebody to be a out the backfield type of running back
Oh, Sonny
because
Michelle too.
Zeke, Leonard Fournette, all them in college they wouldn't know catch the ball out the
And
backfield running
and
backs.
they were. This is Leonard Fournette went fourth. Christian McCaffrey went eighth, and Ezekiel Elliott went
Christian
fourth.
Christian McCaffrey was the only one that actually caught the ball and did everything. That's why
Yeah,
he was so dynamic in college.
yeah.
The other ones, Zeke and Leonard Fournette, bro, wasn't catching the ball out the
No,
backfield.
no.
You turn the ball, you give it to them, them dudes do.
They was taking off.
And
Yeah.
then exactly. So the era switched, and
Yeah.
it's just like,
But McCaffrey, all those guys technically played. Well, I guess not really. They
but the
kind
thing
of
about
played
it
in
is
this era though.
Ashton Jackson, yeah, they played, but Ashton Genty, but they played in this era, but they was the last of the old era.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I can see. I see it.
So
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they played in the era and they could. That's why McCaffrey was like the first one of like the duel. McCaffrey was real big. The reason why McCaffrey got drafted so high because he could do both.
Yeah.
They was like, oh shit, the dude could do 1,000. That's why people still high on McCaffrey nowadays because he was really one of the first running backs that was like he could do both and at a whole. And he was a 3 down back,
Yeah.
catch out the backfield. He can line up at receiver. he can come out there like he was changing the like I ain't gonna say he was like that, but he was changing the era how people use running backs and how
Yeah,
you could be used back in that era.
true.
So and then that's when it switched to that era that you just named with Travis and all them and Clyde, and because Clyde wasn't really a bruising back at LSU, but he
No,
could catch out the backfield,
that was the
and he
main
had the
thing.
screens, and yeah, exactly. That's why Patrick Mahomes liked him a lot. But the thing about uh, who we talking about, Ashton Jeanty is
Hmm.
he played like old era. He wasn't catching out the backfield.
No,
His whole persona that got him drafted top 10 was I'm a thumper. I run between the tackles. I'm north and south, and I'm running you over. But that's not at 5'8" in the NFL. You can do that in college in the Mountain West, but can you do that in the NFL for 17 weeks and take it 22 to 25 times because that's what we asking you about? I don't know. I don't know. Somebody that small carrying the ball 25 times is kind of scary.
so okay, and okay, you wanted something even scarier. So of those, there's 15 running backs taken in the first round of the NFL draft since 2015. There's one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Half were taken in the top 10. Half were taken at the end of the draft, or yeah, the end of the first round. 24, 25, 32, 27.
Right.
Uh, the only ones that didn't run for at least 1,000 yards were Jameer Gibbs, Bijan, and Clyde. Those were the only ones that didn't run for 1,000 yards. But Bijan had 13 touchdowns. Jameer
And
Gibbs
then,
had like 300
and,
yards receiving.
and well, yeah, and Gibbs split time with Montgomery too, so
That
you
too,
can't
yeah.
really. And then he also led the league in touchdowns, didn't he?
Who? Jameer Gibbs?
Gibbs.
I think something like
Yeah,
that.
he led the league in touchdowns, like total touchdowns, but receiving and rushing. So it's just like, yeah, he didn't have the rushing yards, but if you say Lions, Gibbs is one of the first people you be like, all right, we got to stop this dude.
He had rookie year. No, rookie year he only had 11. He still had
No,
10
I'm talking
rushing
about
touchdowns though. Last year,
talking about
yeah.
last year.
But I mean, I'm
Yeah.
only talking about rookie year. All these are just
Oh,
rookie
rookie
year.
year.
So they
Okay.
rookie year. Clyde is the only one under 900 yards. Right now, he's on pace for. Hold on, let me see. He is on pace times 17. He's on pace for 680 yards, 40 yards a
Cool.
game.
Ashton
Yeah,
Jeanty.
Genty. Yeah,
That'd be
that'd be tragic.
a lot of people will lose money on him for offensive rookie of the year.
He might end up being one of the if he stays playing this way and doesn't take a like some tremendous jump, he might be one of the worst busts at running back. He's going to be the worst bust at running back in the past 10, 15 years in the first
Especially in
round.
the top 10. Yeah, you have to say it.
Yeah, cuz
If he finishes rookie contract, I wouldn't say his career. If his rookie contract ends the way it's starting, and that's his career all the way up to he has to find a new team that's gonna find some hope in it. Yeah, then it's not at this point you're a bust and you need and it's now it's like a resurgent year. It's just like
this is crazy. Sonny Michel 939 touchdowns.
we should have drafted his too.
Rashad Penny. Hold on. Rashad Penny had. Okay, so I was just say some of these. I was about to say there's no way Rashad Penny had 1,000 yards. I don't think he ever had 1,000 yards. So worst case scenario, but he was taken 27th. He came in rookie year. His highest he has is he ran for 750 yards his 5th year in the league. But he came in 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, never started. You're not that because you got drafted in the top 10. So I don't think
they drafted a running back in the first round and just breeded a backup.
Yeah. So but nobody looks at Rashad Penny or Clyde even as like a bust.
Yeah.
people look at, I think out of this group, Najee Harris, Travis Etienne are like disappointing from what people thought they
Yeah,
could be.
Yeah, they're not bust.
But they're not bust. And I think, but if you don't become like an explosive, like you got to be basically, if you're taking this high, you need to be a top 10 running back your rookie year.
You're a top 10 pick, so you have different expectations.
Yeah, you need to be a top 10 running back right now.
The whole time leading up to the draft, it was you getting talked about, you going to these shows, you going to X, Y, and Z. Them other dudes didn't get that. So it was highlighted on you. So it's just like that's why it's the word bust, because bro, we just spent all this money on you. And
before I scroll down, do you think we can name the top 10 rushers right now
in the league?
Yeah, because I think top 10 is not a hard bar to crack right now. I don't like, that's the crazier part when you think about it.
I would name Javonte Williams somewhere in there.
Javonte, Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan.
Pat Mahomes is 10.
Yeah, he might be. Yeah, shit. That's 4. Saquon, Javonte, Jonathan Taylor.
James Cook got to be somewhere in there, right?
Cook. I feel like I missed the name just now. Bijan, that's 5.
Are we talking about just not yards, just naming top 10 running backs?
No, I'm saying in production right now, in this year, yeah, running yards. Because I'm on the page, but I haven't scrolled down. I haven't scrolled down yet. That's what I was like. I'm just trying to guess. Okay. Kenneth Walker is probably up there after that game.
What about Breece, maybe?
Breece Hall, possibly. Yeah. That's like a questionable.
Bucky.
Bucky Irvin.
Bucky Irvin.
But he's splitting carries too, though. So even that, the yards might not even be there. Like, what gets you into the top 10?
J.K. Dobbins? No, you saying going off production
this year
from just this work? Yeah, I'm saying okay.
That's why I said I don't think it should be it shouldn't be that hard for you to crack the top 10 right now if you're basically a top 5 pick as a running back. You have to.
I mean, who's the source? What website are we on?
I'm on Pro Football Reference. I haven't scrolled down yet.
They bring in too much info.
I haven't scrolled down to look yet. We just going off the top of our heads. Oh, Derrick Henry. We tripping. Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry up there. Because he had 200 yards in the Bills game just alone. That's 8.
Is that 10? Is that that's 8?
Hey,
I ain't got no listen for
I'm gonna guess Ramondre Stevenson is in there. I'm gonna guess Ramondre Stevenson is in there somewhere.
I mean, would you guess like a Jordan Mason, like a wild card?
Hold on, we tripping too. Josh Jacobs. That's the other one I'm gonna throw in there. Just Josh Jacobs. That's 10.
But has he really?
I don't think so. You're right. I don't think so.
Like if we're just naming running backs, we can just start naming. That's why I'm going off running backs in the first 2 weeks of being productive. We're not just naming shit.
Well, I'm just guessing, based off.
Just name the top 10 running backs in the league.
But I'm guessing just based on who's had productive
right,
2 games.
Jordan been productive, right?
I guess
for the Vikings. Better than Aaron Jones.
But he only had like that production that he had in that one game was like 40 yards in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
It's only been 2 weeks.
But I know for sure Jonathan Taylor, it's right here at the top. He's leading the league. He has 236 yards in 2 games. So 40 yards in one game because you had a good fourth quarter. I don't think that's going to cut. I think we're missing. But okay, let's scroll down. I'll scroll down. Damn. I did not. Yeah. Fuck. It's 3 names right off the top that I'm like, damn, I feel stupid. Okay. Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs is number 2. Oh, wait, hold on. That's attempts. Hold on, I'm tripping. Okay, there we go. It's still okay. There's 2 names in here that we didn't say. Everybody else is in here. Oh, 3. Jonathan Taylor is number 1, 236. Travis Etienne is number 2 at 214. Did I say Etienne?
You said 18.
Okay.
That's who you started for the first couple.
Okay, then there's only 2 people that we didn't name. Number 3 is Derrick Henry. 4 is James Cook. 5 is Bijan Robinson.
We said James Cook.
No, I know. I haven't got to this. This is the first one we didn't say. Tony Pollard is number 6. and that makes a lot
Ain't
of
nobody thinking
sense
about the Titans
because
though. That's
yeah,
fair though, because
yeah,
nobody thinks about the Titans. So
exactly,
like that's like a wash. Like it's like
exactly.
nobody thinks about anybody on the Pollard, the Titans team. Okay, get it. We get it.
7 is Javonte Williams, which you said, good call. 8 is Josh Jacobs. 9 is Saquon Barkley, and 10 is somebody we forgot about. We probably should have thought about Alvin Kamara.
I was gonna say him, but the Saints suck too. It's like right there with the Titans. I was
And
just
then
like,
you was right in line.
I mean,
11 and 12 is Dobbins and Brees Hall, and then Kyron
uh,
Williams, Kenneth Walker, Christian McCaffrey, and coming in at number 16 is Patrick fucking Mahomes.
we in there, baby. That's the
What
first
the
quarterback
fuck?
on the list. I told you we called the top 15, just like
And
that.
technically, because he has 2 rushing touchdowns, he's top 10 in rushing touchdowns. What do you know about that?
Let's go, big dog in this bit.
But yeah, so like, you should.
Ain't no way your quarterback name coming on the list before a starting running back.
You should be somewhere in there. Like, you should be close in there. You should
Especially when you got 20 carries your last game.
You should be doing better than the Commanders running back, Bill Krosky, whatever the fuck.
Marset,
Merritt,
whatever it's called.
Like, you should be at least top 20, and you 2 games in, you have 80 yards on 30 carries. Is crazy.
Which they should already be conversation about is offensive rookie of the year conversation over because you got 40 carries over 200 yards total.
We just automatically
and
disqualify you.
No, I'm just saying it's just
What's
like
one?
offensive
It's
rookie
only
year
one
is
touchdown. He only has 1.
No, I'm just saying if that's what he had, like 40 over 40 carries for 40 carries, 200 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns. Everybody be like, oh, he on pace for 1,700 yards this rookie year or something like that.
True.
So it's just like
we got to give it a couple more. To be fair, we got to.
I mean, he can have a breakout game that he run for 175, 140.
He can have a few
99,
of those.
60.
Yeah.
Just keep going. A breakout game, 12 for 60. That'll be a breakout. He only ran the ball 12 times. That's 60.
You only need to run for 60 yards to finish the year with 1,000. You only need to average 47 yards to get to 900, which is like 900 is the benchmark for at least being a solid first round running back in this era. Clyde is the only one who didn't get in Rashard Penny. They're the only ones that didn't crack 900, but Rashard Penny wasn't starting either, to be fair to him. Clyde was starting and he got to 800. That's 47 yards a carry.
Get the ball a lot either, though.
No, of course not. So it's like, can you get 50? Can you get 60 yards a game or close to it?
He's definitely gonna get more carries than Clyde did his rookie year.
He's already gotten 30 something. I bet you.
Clyde only got about what 100 to 200. Maybe a little over 200. No, not even 200 carries.
So put that in perspective. Ashton Jeanty is top 50. He's number 15 in carries with 30. So he's got the top half of the league in carries too, but he's 35th in yards.
It's bottom, man. It's some backups that got more yards than you. No.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
That Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar. And then it's Ashton Jeanty.
Well, think about this. Jalen Hurts has the same. He's doing the tush push, and he has 77 yards on 23 carries. He's technically more productive running the ball than Ashton Jeanty's been, with the tush pushes added in there. So that's a bunch of you add 7, 8 carries in 2 games that are just 1 yard, half a yard, and you still producing more, like technically on a statistical level. But okay, we went off on a long tangent about Ashton Jeanty. But the Raiders, I worry about them. Teams, we can speed through these and then get to some of this shit.
Yes. Broncos, worried about them.
I have the Broncos, too. Can we just say, another hot take to throw in here. We don't have to go on a full 20-minute diatribe like Ashton Jeanty, but hot take here. Bo Nix is not good. Can we just do that? Can we just? Why do we have to pretend like the Broncos were gonna
Well,
come in and own the division, own the AFC now, and be like a great team when Bo Nix hasn't shown that he is that type, that he's that high level of a quarterback?
I think everybody, which myself included, was more just like Bo Nix just play like last year, and this defense should be better, and then that's how you become good. Defense is not bad. Bo Nix is.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so that's bad. It's basically what it is. This is like, bro. I would like we said that first game we was watching. This is like,
What the fuck is this?
what the fuck is this,
Yeah,
bro? I'm sitting there like, bro, you looking through the ball in the dirt. I was like, I can't watch this shit.
I think we need to start adding a category when we talk about rookie and young quarterbacks. Right? We need great. That's Mahomes, Lamar, whatever great rookie quarterbacks, like young quarterbacks. They come in the league, they light it on fire for 2-3 straight years, right? Then you have
Right.
good, which is like if Jaden Daniels keeps doing this, CJ Stroud,
CJ
Jared
Stroud,
Goff was there, where it was like, hey, he's good. That's a good quarterback.
right.
First couple years. Then
Herbert.
Herbert. Then we need like another category that's in the middle. That's like you're not bad, which is like you're not really good, but you're playing well enough that we can't say that you're bad. So it's not average. It's like a little over average, but it's just because it's like Jordan Love not being a goofball makes him a great quarterback.
It's like you're not Will Levis and Anthony
No.
Richardson and
But
all
you're
them,
also not
but
like Brock
you're
Purdy either, but you can play to that Brock, like Bo Nix, I feel like plays up to the Brock Purdy level where he becomes slightly above average, which I feel like that's the not bad. Like Brock Purdy's like not bad, but I wouldn't say you're good, but you're a little above average. And I think Bo Nix last year played up a little bit than what he really is, which was like he just
but
didn't make mistakes and he wasn't bad, which made him seem like he was a good quarterback. But when you look at
yeah,
it,
I
it's
don't know,
like, what
but
do you
something
do?
about Bo Nix, his playing style, something about Bo Nix tells me like years from now he could like have a Baker type
No,
as
I don't think
feel
so.
to a game. It's like 7 years down the road.
But Baker did that
Because I
stuff
feel like he's a
immediately,
little.
though. I think that's the thing.
I mean,
But you also have a track record and a type of quarterback that you like too, which is big, strong, fast. To me, Bo
correct.
Nix is exactly the same as Justin Fields, and there's literally almost no difference except
Justin
one's
Fields
white.
is my guy.
Yeah,
Justin Fields is my guy. Everybody know that.
but what
No,
is
I have a different take on quarterback because I used to play, and I know
okay?
that and I don't know. It's like I critique them, but I also give them like a little grace as well.
That's fair though.
So that's the reason why I'm not too like hard on quarterbacks unless I need like Will Levis. Like that's why I'm hard on Will Levis. Like bro, because that's some boneheaded shit you do. Like I'm currently teaching my son how to play quarterback for our flag team and things like that. And you should see how I get on him. He's 6.
Yeah.
So it's just like you the quarterback, you the heart of the team, bro. Like you can't be boneheaded.
Yep.
If your team want to sit here and play around and run around, you cannot do that. You got to know the play.
Yep.
It's like I don't like that boneheaded shit, especially a quarterback. And you know that. That's why every time Jordan Love reminds me, he does that stupid shit. I don't like that stupid shit,
Yep.
especially a quarterback.
It's so
So I
funny
mean,
to go with the kids. I watched my nephew play flag football. He the quarterback. We watched him last weekend, and he was literally. It's so funny because he's white on a team of all black kids, right? He's the only white kid, and he's huge, right? So he sticks out. It's so funny to watch. He's out there before the snap. He's like, "Hey, come up, step back, go over here." He grabbing the lineman. Hey, move back a little bit. All right, hey, stand behind me. He set every play. He's literally out there like coach on the field, moving them around. They barely threw the ball, right? They threw the ball at the end of the game. He drops back and he just chucks it as far as he can. And it gets intercepted, and the other team scored off the interception. They tie the game in the game. I go to him after. I was like, "Hey, bro, you did good. Like all the other stuff you did was good." I was like, "That interception though, you can't do that." You had if you would have looked the other, all he had to do was look the other way, and he had a man, and he would have just threw the ball as far as he could to the left instead of the right. He would have hit somebody wide open for a touchdown. But I was just like, and he's 8. I was like, yeah, like
well,
you can't do that. It's just funny to think that never goes out of some people though.
No, it's quick story. My son's 6, and we was running the play. It was a fake handoff slant.
Okay.
And
so you got to hit it quick.
And then he did the fake it. Yeah. So, but they 6 years old.
Yes, of course.
Even know what a slant is. Some of them 5 and 6. So, it's funny. But they get it. Hey, yeah. I teach my team. We're gonna run the play until everybody know it.
Yeah.
So my son do the fake handoff. He just standing there, and then he just throw it up, and he's like, "I can't see." A-Car. I was like, and then the center. I was like, "Yeah, I know," because you just standing there behind your center, and then the center's like, "I can bend down if you want me to." I'm just like, no, Jeremiah. If you can't see, roll to the side to give you some
so you can
space,
see, nigga.
And then you can see. And I said, if he in your way, get him out your way. How you do that? Move out the way.
Oh, that is
so
funny.
It's just funny just teach them. But that's why I just like the quarterback shit. Just like that's why I like quarterbacks with at least competent. That's why I'm watching Bo Nix this week. I'm just like, he's not showing me he's competent at all. That's just pissing me off. I hate watching horrible quarterback play, especially in NFL games. Yeah. Like, bro, this game sucks. I hate watching this game now because you suck. It's like I don't know what is.
So I pulled up. This is just me because you said something. We talked about these quarterbacks, and I threw Daniel Jones in here also. So they rookie year, and this is just per game stuff, but Daniel Jones leads them in yards per game, 232 to 222. Justin Fields is in here too. Bo Nix has the highest quarterback rating. He has the best completion percentage by a mile, 66% compared to 61 and 58. That's crazy. Justin Fields had a 58 completion percentage. But
this is their first 2 years?
Rookie year, just first year.
Rookie year.
When you look at it, it's like Bo Nix is basically beating them in every category except for yards per game and rushes per attempt. Well, but it's like
Daniel Jones and
if he's the
Justin
best,
Fields went to the Jets and the Giants.
But that's my point, is that if Bo Nix is the best of that type of quarterback and he's on a much better team than either of them are, that's my point of like, I think as long as he doesn't do the goofball shit like Jordan Love, as long as he doesn't do that, which that's what he's been doing these past 2 games. Like
Daniel Jones used to do. Well, I was never a Daniel Jones guy. So let's not the big star. I didn't think he was ever good.
I'm not saying you did. I'm saying that's the difference, I think, is that he's doing the stuff this year that he didn't do last year. Last year he was reeled in and just making.
Oh yeah. He was in. Yeah,
and he was just
now
playing.
He seems like he's trying to do too much
he too free.
Run with the height. Yeah. I mean, I always go back to that week. I don't know if it was last week or the week before when the dude overran the drag route. He thought he was going to sit, and he overran it. And he just, like, pointed to the spot and then pointed to the spot.
Like, sit, boy, like, sit. Yeah.
Yes, it's like I didn't like that. It didn't rub off on me. I'm like, wait, you're not supposed to do that, bro. Like,
you showboating. You're doing too much, like, bro. And the fact that didn't he roll out on that too? Like, it's too much of that shit.
Regardless.
But no, I mean, like, why are you rolling out and the read is a drag route? Like, if you don't just stand in there and throw that bitch.
Because he came across, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but it seemed like he came from across the field. If he came from across the field, then you can't expect a guy to sit like that on a drag route. That's kind of hard running a drag route just sitting.
Yeah, and especially if you rolling out with him the same way, what the fuck do I need to sit? Hit me in the chest, nigga.
It might have been an option route with a tight end and that was on that side. I can't remember what it.
I just remember that. I just feel
exactly
like I
what
remember
it was,
him
but
rolling out. I don't know why.
regardless,
But yeah, the Broncos, I'm worried about them. Last one I want to throw in here for teams I'm worried about or I believe in less. One is Cowboys. I think the Cowboys, the fact they did that with the Giants, like I went week 1, I believed in them a little more. Week 2 now, I believe in them a little less than I did before the season started. But the main one I wanted to talk about for a minute before we get to the week 3 picks and stuff, the Bears. I think I was totally wrong. Everything I watched the whole ass whooping the Lions gave out, and they gave up
hmm
in the second quarter. Like Caleb Williams, I so I okay. So we spent last year basically saying, can Caleb come in and be an average quarterback? And we had the number of whatever it was, 4,025 touchdowns. And he came up like, we basically were like, hey, if he does this thing that everybody's going to say is mediocre, is basically a really good rookie quarterback season. And he just fell a little bit short of that. But watching him like every pass of these last 2 games, I'm beginning to worry if he mentally doesn't have the, I don't even know if it's like not mental strength, but like I don't even know if he I wonder if he has the patience and like the thoughtfulness to be like, I don't think he's really thinking through the game enough. He's fast, he has a strong arm and all these things, but to me it just seems like he's out there just trying to do too much, and once the game gets away from him, he just doesn't care. He's out. I'm out. I'm done. I don't care about like making my reads. I don't care about none of that. And then he just goes into, I'm just chucking the ball around. Like the Vikings game, he started the game off 10 for 10. He was out there doing the scripted plays and running through it, and as soon as they got in adversity, now he's out there just, it's almost like when you playing Madden and you just like, well, I'm probably gonna lose anyway, so I might as well try to like just start doing shit.
keep checking it.
Yeah, try to run the quarterback for 40 yards and just like scramble all the way out to the side, try to scramble all the way back. You just start doing shit. You're like, I'm losing anyway. I don't give a fuck. I think he has a little bit too much of that, where it's like, hey man, you can you're set up in a system where you've got receivers. You've got weapons. You've got a better offensive line you did last year. You've got a guy calling plays for you that on paper are better than what you were dealing with last year. And it just seems like he's just too scrambled and trying to force everything. And I'm just starting to worry like, hey, maybe he doesn't have it up here to hold it together with all the talent that he has, because the Vikings game, when he started falling apart, they was still up.
Mm-hmm.
They was in the middle of the comeback, and that's when he starts falling apart and misses whatever it was 8 passes in a row. He didn't complete like whatever it was 9 passes straight. They hadn't even come back yet, and you already doing that. And I think a lot of it is just it's the Bo Nix, but then like somebody with talent, where it's like you trying to do too much and you not stopping and being like, hey, we up. I just need to get 3 yards on first down. Like I don't need to. Yeah,
I feel like him and Ben Johnson got a weird relationship.
that I can see that too.
I feel like that got a lot to do with it too.
But at
Like
some point, it becomes
never
you.
had a coach. He probably never had a coach that's told him or treated him like the way he's probably getting treated too.
Yeah, fair.
So he don't know how to act off of that, and he's just like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a weird dynamic. If we ever come back to this, it's probably gonna be because of that dynamic right there. One
Yeah,
of them was because there's no way this is the team he chose, Ben Johnson.
yeah.
So it's just like, so that's what's weird about it. And everybody thought it was gonna be a good team because of Caleb and
And Ben Johnson.
Adunze and
Yeah,
Moore, Swift, Ben Johnson, and things like that. And it's just like the offense is not clicking like it needs to click. Um, the line, like you said, is decent, but I mean, a little less than decent, but it's better than last year. He's just I don't know. Can't tell you. He's not locked in. Don't seem like because I mean the division is not going to be as hard as I mean you could probably still make it to the wild card, but he's not playing like it, to be honest.
And let me look at something real quick because yeah, okay. Well, that's the end of the game. Let me go to the Vikings because I'm thinking about like how many times did they throw for a first down on third down? Yeah, the Vikings game they were 3-12 on third down. The Bears game they 7-12 on third down, but you still lost.
The game on Prime.
Should be. I don't know. I can look real quick. Yeah, it's on Prime. It should be starting now. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Caleb Williams is a little okay, so let's touch on one last thing before we go to those. Tush push, in or out? Should it be banned? I say
It's gonna be banned.
I say yes. I say the fact that they're making a big deal about the officiating of the tush push, I think that's a sign of like, yeah, if we can't officiate a play properly, fuck if it's too effective or not. That doesn't need to be. That's not the point. It's if us at home got to watch these super zoomed in angles of these guys basically just on top of each other for the play and like false starting and the refs essentially they've never called a false start on a tush push.
No, but and to be honest, like I don't want to be that guy, but if you go back to the last one they did to end the game, we low key got the ball from them.
Oh yeah,
that was a script.
Yeah.
That was.
Hold on, okay, whoa.
They never called it. They never called it dead, and he was on top of his players, and we got the ball back.
This is what I've been asking people, but I haven't been locked. Somebody who's like into football, asking them, why do the refs deal with forward progress differently for the tush push than any other play? If any other play, a player ran into two players and stopped and then pushed through 2 yards, they would call forward progress where you got stopped at 90% of the time. The tush push, though, everybody can butt heads, the play stops, and then they get to go just push the pile a little bit forward. Why is that the case?
Push it, but on the defense, you can't push your guy forward.
But my thing is like, why does the play not get called dead as soon as the ball stops the first time?
Whenever your momentum is stopped, the play should be stopped.
Yeah.
That's the case, if that's what y'all calling.
That's what forward progress is, right?
But on fourth and short, third and short, they let it die down a little bit because in the rule book, as long as the feet is moving and the person is moving forward with the ball, then it's technically he's still moving. That's why they push him, because it's still in the rule book to where as long as his leg is moving and he's moving forward and he hasn't stopped his momentum, regardless if he's getting pushed or not, then he gets the yards.
So, but that to me that doesn't. I get that, but like at some point you have to decide that the ball stopped, or else we might as well just put somebody on top of another person, and you just like piggyback ride somebody, and then when he starts getting stopped, you just jump forward as fast as you can, like just lunge the ball out now, because like at some point you have to like, okay, the rule: a player is awarded the most forward spot the runner reached when the ball is declared dead, even if he is pushed backwards. So how do you decide where the ball is ruled dead? Even in what you saying, that's what I'm saying. And then
the
most of the time,
that rules it dead.
Yeah, and then most of the time,
so they're taught that way. Then
yeah, and to me, it's like when a running back is out in the flat and he runs into two defenders, and
because they don't do it when he's backwards. If that's the case, they should. Because if that's the case, there's a lot of negative yards that they got to go back and look at film for.
Yeah.
Because as soon as that dude gets stood up, they be like, no, play dead.
Right here, yeah.
Because they still pushing his ass back.
And that's my thing is like, so as a ref, you have to blow the whistle and decide that the ball got stopped. We can't have this shit where we can't see the. I think that's the main thing that's happening. Why they're gonna ban it. You can't see the ball to know when the play should be whistled dead. So all the players are stopped, and the ball gets spotted wherever they find Jalen Hurts with the ball, or in case of the last play where they stripped the ball, they decide that he was down, but also gets benefit of how far forward he is at the bottom of the pile. So we have to pick one. Either he's not down and it's a strip, or he's down and he doesn't get the benefit of the pile being pushed forward before you reach him.
But the thing about it is, they stripped his ass at the top of that damn pile.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Is like you can't have both.
They stripped him off the rip.
Yeah.
But they stripped him out. As soon as they hiked the ball, the dude went straight for the ball. And he stripped it right out of his hand and fell with it. That's why I'm like, usually as adamant as that defense was, they would have looked at it. Replay didn't want to go back and look at that.
No.
Because that would have been bad. They would have been like, oh, shit.
The NFL, forward progress. The forward progress of a runner or airborne receiver is the point at which his advance towards his opponent's goal ends and is the spot at which the ball is declared dead by rule, irrespective of the runner or receiver being pushed or carried backwards by an opponent. Forward, beyond, or in advance of are terms that designate a point near the goal line of the defense. Backwards or behind designate a point nearer the goal line of the offense. A pass parallel to the... Okay, that's the same shit. That's different shit. So, yeah, forward progress is just whatever the fuck the referee decides. So just whenever I decide, and that's why I hate it, because in the open field they don't get that same benefit. If you run into two dudes and you instantly stop and you pushing, it doesn't matter if you pushing your feet or not. They blow the play dead as soon as you stop.
Yeah.
They don't give you three. Let's wait and see if he can, because sometimes those dudes push those guys forward after 2-3 seconds, and another person coming in pushing it, but they don't allow that. They blow it dead. So start doing that, or the shit gotta go.
It's gonna go.
Let's see. Week 3 rapid fire. Bills Dolphins. Bills. It's on right now. Packers Browns. The fact that the Packers spread for this game is smaller than it was for the Ravens is crazy. So the odds are telling us that the Ravens are worth 5 points more than the Packers. It was a 11.5 point spread. It's 7.5 here. That's crazy. Either way. Okay. Packers. Colts Titans. Colts minus 4.5. Colts. That's good. I would take minus 4.5 is pretty solid. Bengals Vikings. No Joe Burrow or that's the problem. I think Vikings, I guess, with no Joe Burrow.
I don't know, because JJ McCarthy not playing.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you know what? I'm going with the Bengals.
I'm going Bengals because Jay Browning got a little. He could do a little.
He's
more
not bad. Yeah. Steelers at Patriots. The Steelers are favored by 1.5.
I'm going Steelers.
I'm gonna go Patriots. I think the Steelers defense is like, we shouldn't keep holding them to the high standard. Rams Eagles. Eagles are favored by 3.5. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think the Eagles win.
Yeah.
Sad, but
I want the Rams to win, but it's gonna be the Eagles. I want the Eagles to feel a little something. I want to see how the Eagles react to a loss.
Yeah. Especially just a random weird loss.
I don't think they're as tight knit as they trying to sing.
No. AJ Brown can't be happy. At first, you know what? No. I'm proud of myself because I went this whole podcast without pointing out the obvious. Jalen Hurts can't throw the fucking ball. That shit is terrible. Jets at Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are favored by 6.5.
But
that's very generous.
It
should be more. Yeah, should be like 8. Raiders at Commanders. Commanders are favored by 3.5. That's pretty low to be at home. I'm taking the Commanders as well. That seems pretty silly. 3.5.
Yeah,
Uh,
3.5 is for the Commanders.
yeah, at
They
home
either
too.
low on the command. They got to be low on the Commanders right now.
Because basically you're saying they really just a 1 point favorite because you get 2.5 for being a home team. So Falcons at Panthers. Falcons are favored by 5.5. I'm gonna take that. I will take the
Yes,
Falcons
Falcons.
at five and a
Yeah,
half. That feels good.
I take them by at least a touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah. Texans at Jags. The Jags are favored by 1.5. I feel Texans have to win this game. I'm going with the Texans.
Yeah.
They're 0
I'm going to
2.
say I went Texans
Yeah, you
on
you
my pick
can't
list.
lose.
I gotta go Texans. Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Broncos at Chargers. The Chargers are favored by 2.5. I'm going Chargers. 3-0.
Yeah. Chargers.
Beat the divisional rival. Are they rivals? Like we're Chiefs fans, but like, are the Chargers, Broncos, and Raiders like
No,
rivals with each other?
no. I was just thinking that. I was like, I would do the Chargers. I've never seen like Chargers, Broncos, Raiders fans argue with each other as
Never.
much as they try to diss the Chiefs.
But
It's like they team up to diss the
yes.
Chiefs.
I've never seen Broncos and Raiders fans like get into it or like
Going at it.
this is a rivalry. Like
Right.
that's
It's
crazy,
like they
right?
all think we rivals with them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, huh? Like,
It's like I get kind of. I think the Raiders is like the real rivalry where it's like we just don't like y'all.
right.
That's probably the real
For
one.
some reason.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense because you basically guys have not won
I
for
don't know,
20
I was
years.
born into it.
Yeah.
I was born into the rivalry, but you know.
Boy, Saints at Seahawks. Seahawks are favored by 7.5.
Yeah.
The spread is a little too high. I think the Saints can keep it close. They've kept every game close so far, but I'm taking the Seahawks to win.
Seahawks winning.
I would definitely add that to a teaser.
That's the one I would take money line over
Yeah.
spread.
I would add the Saints to a teaser because teasing that up to plus 14.5 on a 7-point teaser. So the Seahawks have to win by 15 or more. I think that's I'd feel safe with the Saints holding them to under that. Cowboys at Bears. Bears are in a must win. This is a home game.
I'm going Cowboys.
I'm gonna take the Bears, even though after what I just said, is like if you again, this is one of those feelings over facts ones. Like if you can't win this, then I'm totally out because the Cowboys are not that good. So you should be able to do something. Cardinals at 49ers. The 49ers are favored by 2.5 with no Brock Purdy. No,
He practiced today. It looked like.
so he's coming back. Is Kittle coming back? Is Kittle playing? Did he play last week? I don't even know.
I don't think Kittle playing.
Purdy has a chance to return. I'm taking the Cardinals still. There's no way you're telling me like this 49ers beat up 49ers team is going to beat the Cardinals who are just like I feel like I fucked up, but the Cardinals are like the epitome of an average team right now. I'm going Cardinals over Niners. Why is the Chiefs game Sunday night?
You didn't know it was Sunday night?
No, why is it the Sunday night game against the Giants? Chiefs at Giants.
I don't know.
Chiefs are only favored by 6.5.
Because they thought the Giants were going to draft a rookie quarterback that was going to play, but they ended up getting Russell Wilson and fucked everything up.
Yeah, he threw for 400 yards. Isn't that great? You're still 0-2 and really have no hopes of like winning against most teams.
You see, if I was a conspiracy theorist, I'd be like, the NFL called for him to throw 400, so they will hype up this Chiefs Sunday night game with
yeah.
the Giants.
Hey, let's put him in like a real exciting game. So, because for some reasons we put him at Sunday night, a standalone Sunday night game, where they might get blown out by 20, even though the Chiefs don't have receivers. I mean, knock on wood, but Monday Night Football ends the week with Lions at Ravens. The Ravens are favored by 4.5.
Ravens.
I'm gonna go sneaky Lions win by a field goal game. Just because the Ravens' offense or defense has been real iffy. Even with the Browns started finding ways to move the ball like halfway through that game. So I'm sneaky win. This is my random upset game. Is Lions over Ravens. That's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.
Peace.
All right.